guess this wants to be added. Like your future spouse is gonna be in love with you, Aries. Like they're gonna just love the mess out of you. It could also be like your person is a lover girl, lover guy. They could just like love. They could like being in love. They could just love, like love, okay? And because they're so in love with you, it's like they're really gonna love. They're gonna be in love with you. Your future spouse is definitely somebody who is high vibrational. This person has like a high vibrational spirit, energy, frequency. This is somebody who could be in a very positive energy majority of the time. This person is going to like to listen to music. So your future spouse is going to like music. They're going to love music. They're going to like listening to music. And I feel like they love music, and specifically that is inspirational, affirming music that could actually influence them in a good way, bring them positive vibes, like those songs that really get you in the mood, okay? Your future spouse is going to love music. Your future spouse could be somebody who loves deeply, I want to say. And that's why, and that's what I'm getting. So, more so, as I was explaining in the beginning, your future spouse is somebody who, they not only like to like somebody or to love somebody, they love deeply. So they're going to be like in love with you. They're going to be like cross the ocean for you type of love you, like take a bullet for you. Like this is somebody who is going to love you, okay? This is somebody who's going to love deeply, I want to say. Your future spouse may just be intuitive, psychic even, or they're just very in tune, like, with their intuition. This person is your future spouse is just gonna know things because they're very intuitive. They feel things. Your future spouse could also be somebody who is a stalker. And if they don't like stalk, this person is just gonna watch everything you do. This person is going to wanna watch everything you do. Okay? Even if you think they're not paying attention, they paying attention type shit. That's how your future spouse is. Yeah, I'm getting heavy. Like your future spouse is type that's going to be watching your every move, watch. They just be watching everything you do, but it's like you don't know when they even watching you. You don't even be knowing when they're watching you. Like this person could have their head turned, but they low key still watching you. Okay. Yeah, heavy on like just being like intuitive, having an inner knowing. Like your future spouse is just gonna know things. Like they have some type of inner knowing, inner wisdom, and I feel like that's how they even like, move through life. They gain an understanding from their inner knowledge, inner wisdom, their inner nudge they get. Your future spouse is going to have that inner knowing, that inner wisdom, I want to say. Like their wisdom doesn't just come from books, okay? Or with society, or what they learn from society. They in real life have an inner knowing. Your future spouse is definitely going to feel entitled to you, Aries. They're going to feel like they're entitled to you and the things you have, okay? This is a very entitled person. I'm also getting your future spouse is going to feel like they owe you, Aries. I don't know what do you would call that, but your future spouse is going to be the type to feel like they owe you. Like they could just, again, they may be that crazy about you, or in general, this is the type of person, they feel like they owe people something. You could have a very like humanitarian, or like all for the people, all for helping, all for people getting justice, all for fairness. I want to say that's the type of person your future spouse is, because they're going to just feel like they owe you. And even if I'm saying, like, of course they could have a reason to, but even if they don't have a reason to, they're just going to feel like they owe you things. This could be like a chivalrous man. They just feel like because they have you, you're their woman, you're their wife. They're gonna, or husband, take it vice versa, who's ever watching, but they're gonna feel like you're their wife or their husband. It's only right that they take care of you, or they, owe you things, or that they just owe it to you again because you're their wife or their husband. So some maybe like a chivalrous type of man as well. But your future spouse is heavily entitled. I do sense the entitlement energy. This is going to be a healthy eater, Aries. They're going to eat their fruits, their vegetables. Even if this is not somebody who likes fruits or vegetables, or they don't like one or the other. If this is somebody who's definitely going to be eating healthy in some way, shape, or form. This could be somebody who actually is disciplined when it comes to their health, or they could have, your future spouse could have discipline when it comes to certain things. And I want to say your future spouse is going to eat healthy, and they could basically have a disciplined nature in their diet and the way they eat. I also feel like your future spouse is going to be a fruitful person, Aries. So they may just have a lot of like money, assets, luck around them, just an overall fruitful person. Your future spouse is someone who knows their value. Which means in return they're going to be able to value you, because it's somebody who understands value, who understands their own value, and they're going to value you. This is definitely somebody who knows their worth. Aries, your person may be somebody who like gets whatever they want by any means. I don't really know. I feel like it's another word. But we're just going to say ambitious here. Your person, but how I want to really describe it, your person is just somebody who gets what they want by any means, or they're always getting what they want. And I feel like your person makes sure of it. So they could be like very focused or ambitious in some type of way, because they're going to get what it is that they want, okay? Even like in the process of where they had to chase you, they were going to make sure that they got you, obtained you, because they wanted to marry you, obviously. So I'm saying even in that instance, like when it came to chasing you, I'm sure they're going to be making sure they get you, okay? Aries, your future spouse could be a little open, could be a little too open. I want to say your future spouse is definitely going to tell you things. This is somebody who could be open in general. They're open in general, and they love to talk about themselves or their lives, or open up to you about whatever, the relationship, whatever. They are going to be open up to you. This isn't somebody who's going to be guarded or anything, but I'm getting like your person is open to the point where they a little too open, like they could talk too much or tell their business or other people's business a little bit too much, okay? They a little too open out here, okay? I'm hoping like not open with their legs. It's like say, let me stop playing on these reads like this. Your future spouse is a drinker, all for bucks, Aries. You have a drinker on your hand. Your future spouse is going to love to drink, a good beer in specific. They could drink Heineken or Corona in specifically, but this is a heavy drinker. They could even drink, heavy dark liquor too, or hard liquor too. But I'm getting this is a drinker. Your future spouse is going to like to drink. Oh, that's what I'm getting to. Your future spouse is going to be the type, that's what it is. Your future spouse may not even be too open, but it's when they start drinking. When they start drinking, that's it. Like, they are spilling all the beans, talking way too much. This type of your future spouse is the type of husband, wife, take out resonate that you gotta like cover their mouth after they've been drinking, because they just say anything. Just be talking reckless, talking too much, saying whatever, saying something that don't need to be said, something like that. And it's funny because I'm just getting in my mind's eye like a girl covering her man's mouth because he drunk and he's talking too damn much. Your future spouse is definitely going to want you to be in the soft life as well. I got this for Scorpio. Your future spouse is going to want you, put up at home. They're going to want you living in a soft life. They're going to want to do all the heavy labor work and take care of everything. They're just going to want you sitting pretty, being in your divine feminine energy, doing what the divine feminine does, okay? So you will definitely be probably living that life where you don't have to do too much. You could just wake up, take care of your responsibilities, be girly, be a girl like like we love just being a girl, and go about your day. But you're not gonna have to worry about having no heavy burdens, having to do a lot of work. You still may have your own money, still have your own still have your own stuff going on, but the point is they're just gonna want you to be living in a more soft life, okay, which is always beautiful. Your future spouse could definitely be a little possessive, or they're committed. Like, this person is going to want to lock you down, especially as they meet you and you become their wife or their husband. This is that type of person. They're going to want the marriage. They're going to want that because this type of person, once they get you, they have their eyes set on you. Like we said, they're focused. And when they're focused on you, the type of person they like to lock in, they're going to be fully in, or all committed to you, okay? So let's just say, in general, your future spouse, when they lock in. And I want to say, I'm also getting like a possessive energy. So your future spouse, it may be a little possessive over you, and that's why they're going to be so heavy on locking you up. Putting that ring on your finger, putting you in some soft light, because they could be a little possessive, okay? Your future spouse is definitely somebody creative. Anything having to do like with performing arts or expressing themselves. So heavily creative. I'm getting like your person is a big creator, and if not, your person may end up just doing some type of creative work. Like, your person is meant to do a creative type of job or be a creator in some way, because this person is very creative. And I'm getting like they're really creative. Like, some people are creative, but some people are really talented in terms of their creativity, and that's what I'm getting for your future spouse. Your future spouse may just be somebody that realizes later that they are super creative. They're gonna wish they locked in on something creative as well, like later in life. I don't know, I'm just getting it. But your future spouse is definitely a creative, whether they know this or not, whether they have a job like this or not. They're creative. Like, your future spouse may just even do things around you, or in the presence of them, you'll just see them doing little things like creative. Like, being creative is just being creative. Like, this, it's as simple as you making something out of nothing. Like, you had to throw something away, but you end up cutting it and turning it into a purse or a shirt or something. I don't know, y'all know what I'm saying. But creativity is creativity. It's not really no set way of it. That's what makes it. It's like, it's truly just expressing yourself in any type of way, okay? And this is how your future spouse is. That's what I'm saying too. I'm also getting like your future spouse is even creative in the way that they like talk or say things even. I don't know. That's what's fun. Your future spouse may even get creative with the dates. I want to say even that as well too. Like, because your future spouse is so creative, this is the type of person, they're gonna like be creative with the dates. Like, when y'all go on dates, they're not just gonna be like regular society style dates. These are gonna be like creative type of dates where he or she had to put their mind into it. Really took time to create the date. This is not something that they just threw together. This is not as simple as just getting reservations and going somewhere. They're going to be like even more creative in their dates, okay? Something like that. Your future spouse is somebody of quality, Aries. Your future spouse is not somebody who is just a normal type of person. This is not a type of person that like you could just, that you even see on a regular. It's something about them having quality conversation. They're a quality person. They could have a quality job. Something about this person is quality. Like maybe this is somebody who has morals, values, and respect for themselves. Again, this is just not a dusty. This is not somebody that they don't even have to be a dusty. Like I said, this is not even like a regular person you would see or run into. Something about, or this is just not like a regular type of person you usually run into. It's something about this person that you marry, Aries, or if you just well, they're gonna have quality to them. Again, it's the things that are around them that makes them, this quality person, and it's also what's inside of them. Like I said, their morals, values, and respect, how they treat themselves and how they go out to the world. It's something is just, I'm getting like A1, something's quality about this person. And last but not least, your future spouse could like the color black. They could wear black a lot. I'm getting like your future spouse could like African American people. They could have a lot of black friends. I don't know why I'm getting at, but if it's not that, they just diverse. They have a lot of different type of friends of different cultures and backgrounds. Your future spouse could be African American. Your future spouse could, I'm also getting your future spouse could be somebody of a different background than you, different culture. So definitely somebody of a different culture, different background, different race, ethnicity than you, or something about their friends are different backgrounds, ethnicities than them. But something about that as well. Also, your future spouse could be somebody who is very protected. This is somebody who is very much looked after, in the world, in the spiritual realm. They have a lot of ancestors, spirit guides, and this is somebody who is heavily protected. Like the universe looks after this person. This is somebody who is protected, okay? And more so, I want to say spiritually. This is somebody who's spiritually protected, okay? This is not somebody that you could just play with either. Your future spouse is somebody like you even will have to move carefully around this person, because it's not somebody you want to play with the way they're protected, okay? Your person definitely has, that extra protection, and anything that tries to come up against them, it will not work. You may even feel very protected around your future spouse. They may make you feel very protected. But I'm also getting your future spouse can also be a little dark. They can have a very dark side to them. We all have a light and dark, but I'm getting like your future spouse is somebody who either operates in their dark side a lot, or they can get really dark when it's time for it to come out. Like I said, and that's kind of part of them being protected. So your future spouse has a side of them, Aries, where they could get really, really, really dark, okay? And it's like you wouldn't even see it coming, because again, it's not like it comes out often. Regardless, your future spouse has a dark side to where, like, when it comes out, it just almost surprises you. It almost makes you think you don't. It's almost, your future spouse is also almost going to give you a feeling like you don't know who you married when you see their dark side, because that's how dark they can get. But I feel like this is not a side that just comes out. Again, of course, I feel like they would have to be triggered for that side to come out. But your future spouse can definitely go there when need to, okay? Yeah, your future spouse may be even a little mysterious, because there's something about that dark side that's going to have you like, whoa, like, because it's like you just never seen that side type shit, okay? I'm also getting your future spouse may just be somebody who is nocturnal. They could stay up and late at night a lot, or your future spouse is somebody who's always in the dark. Like, this is the type of person, they're always like in a dark room, in a dark space. They could even always be in a dark energy. Not always. They can have resonance, though. You just take which scenario sounds like that would fit, but this person could just always be even like in a dark room where they don't open up their blinds, they don't get any sunlight in, and they could just like it like that. Like your future spouse is giving like vampire vibes. They like to be low-key, hidden, in the dark. They don't want much light, and even if they don't want to, maybe they just don't notice. But that is something to know about your future spouse. They will be like more so in the dark, not the type to want a lot of light, coming through. They rather sit in the dark and just like vibe out like that. And for others, it's like your future spouse just likes being up at night. They like being in the dark. They like nighttime, nightlife vibes, okay? So that's what I have for Aries. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. These are a little bit of traits about your future spouse. I hope you guys enjoy, and I see you on the next one.